Yo, we're back at you, everybody. Braden here. Welcome to the second episode of the John Doe Chronicles. Today, we're going to be talking about the community. Now, the community is a group owned by the community. And the community is on John Doe's friends list. So, the community, he is kind of black and red and has little red things on his body. And he has the DIY bigger head on. And his group recently got deleted, and it was called the community. So we're going to be going over the community. So the two most well-known people in the community, or the three most well-known: Cryptid Data, the community, and No Normies. Now, the reason why No Normies is so popular is because No Normies has been messaging a lot of YouTubers. And, I mean, that's kind of scary. And he's telling them that they're next. They're being hunted down. Now, the community, I don't know if it's just a hoax. Does John Doe really have to do anything with the community? I mean, a lot of people think so, but just because he's on John Doe's friend list doesn't mean that John Doe has something to do with the community. And that may be true, but he might have something to do with it as well. So, John Doe, my theory is everybody on his friends list are the hackers that hacked him. So the community is obviously a group of hackers, and the community himself is a hacker. And Cryptid Data and the community share a pretty similar avatar design. Just a little bit different. Like, not just a little bit different, but quite a bit different. But they kind of have the same kind of style, if you know what I mean. And so, the community, they created a game called In Corrupted Letters 666. And you can basically purchase John Doe one by one by one by one. The community, Jane Doe, games as your friends as your friends list, I was gonna say, or as your friend. So they allow you to actually purchase friends. They all are very expensive because they don't want a bunch of noobs just going and friending John and Jane Doe. But this means that they might have something to do with John and Jane Doe. Hence, this is just a theory. I don't know if any of this is true. It's just a theory. So, then John Doe actually has something to do with the community. We can't really look now because the community has been deleted. But I'm pretty sure the community himself, let's just call the user the community. Let's just call him Baggy. So I'm pretty sure Baggy is going to go ahead and continue the community because he's a hacker. Do hackers ever give up? Sometimes. I mean, I don't know, but if I was a hacker, I would never give up. So, of course, Baggy and the community are not going to give up. They all are just one big happy family that will never give up trying to revive John and Jane Doe. But where does John Doe and Jane Doe come in? Well, John and Jane Doe are friends with the community. And you might be like, Brayden, you said that before. Yeah. But not because they're hackers. John and Jane Doe knew the community before they got hacked. The community is friends with the hackers. So, the hackers probably targeted John Doe because the community is friends with the hackers. That is why John Doe has something to do with the community. We don't know when the community was created, but it was sometime back was it a couple years ago? I don't even know. I mean, it might have been only a couple months ago. But John and Jane Doe knew the community. They were friends. And the hackers said, hey, we see that you've been playing with these two people named John and Jane Doe. Can we hack them? And that's what they did. Now, I know it's probably unlikely, but, you know, it's just a theory. So, that's what I think the community has to do with John and Jane Doe. But wait, there's more. What about cryptid data? Cryptid data is part of the community. He was part of the community. Cryptid data has something to do with the hacking because cryptid data, he has that hacker kind of look to him, if you know what I mean. Like, he's obviously supposed to look like a hacker. And he is friends with the community and John Doe. So, he is one of the hackers, and he's also part of the community. So, really, the reason why they got hacked is because cryptid data. And the reason why that is because cryptid data was part of the community, and they all were hackers except for the community. And cryptid data kind of got, or not cryptid data, Baggy, or the community himself, kind of got into the whole hacking thing. And he was like, hey, I want to go and hack. So then they went and hacked John Doe. Now, cryptid data and the community have been friends for a while. So they weren't just friends when the community started. They were friends before this whole John Doe hacking thing started. Now, how did they know each other? One by one by one by one. Now, one by one by one by one, I didn't think he was going to have anything to do with John Doe, but he doesn't. He has something to do with the community. Now, I might be totally wrong, but the community met John Doe. And, not John Doe, one by one by one by one. And he knew that cryptid data was being trained by one by one by one by one to be a hacker. Encrypted Data said, hey, come and be a hacker with me. So then he did. And then that's when they decided to hack John Doe. If you guys do enjoy these John Doe Chronicles, leave a like and subscribe. Click the bell right next to it so you can turn on notifications and you can be part of the notification squad. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.